Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue year 2. We've made it up into, December so far. Our record's not looking too bad, 15-7-1. We sit, where are we? We are 7th in the Eastern Conference, alright? But we're only, 1 point behind the Florida Panthers, who are leading our division. So we can jump back up to 3rd, just like last year, alright? We're only 1 point behind Florida. Now, we're going to try and get to the trade deadline in this video, but before we do that, I was reading your comments, and for the most part, I don't want to change up the lines right now because I like the way our team is playing, considering that last year we only had 39 wins. This year we're way above 500 so far. So I want to keep the lines the same, but man, comment after comment, you guys suggesting that I should just trade away Mike Green. All right, so you know what? I kind of agree with you guys because you guys are saying that Gardner and Johnson are going to be your defensemen going forward. You want Alzner and Carlson to stay at 84 overall, so you got to play them on the second line because Green you're going to eventually trade because you can't handle $6 million. And again, if you put Carlson or Alzner on the third line, they may end up being like 82, 81 next year. All right, so if you're thinking about it like that, I agree with you. But here's the thing, boys. We're not in a rebuilding stage right now. We're in a support Ovechkin stage right now. We're doing everything we can to get players, the best players, to help Ovechkin produce and to win the Stanley Cup. I'm thinking right now. I'm not thinking, I want to make sure that Alzner and Carlson are ready to go by years 3 and 4. So we got to make sure that they are they stay as high up as they can. All right. That was our thought process last year almost, but we've completely changed our defensive core this year. I mean, we got Gardner and Johnson, all right? And we also have Josh Morrissey down in the minors. So tell me this, when Josh Morrissey gets better, who does he come up and replace, all right? Because then Alzner, Carlson, and Green, one of them is going to have to go down to the third line because Gardner, Johnson, and Morrissey are going to be your top 3 defensemen, all right? So our strategy about Carlson, Alzner, and Green have completely changed. Now, we're not in a rebuilding stage. We are in a win the cup right now stage. And right now, Mike Green, his offensive category is a lot better than Alzner and Carlson. So that's why I want to play him on the second line. That's why he's on the power play. All right. I got to play for this year. Now, I will say this. I do agree with you guys that he's not going to be part of our team for too much longer. I want to hold on to him just because when I started this where am I going? Yeah, when I started this GM mode commentary, it was Backstrom, Ovechkin, and Green. They were the faces of the franchise, right? And I would love to try and win the cup with Green because he's been a long servant of the Washington Capitals. And I know you true Cap fans, you want to keep Green on the team. So this year we can afford him, no doubt. Come trade deadline, if our team is not doing good, yeah, we might make a trade for a forward like you guys were saying, and Mike Green would be the guy that we trade, all right? Fair enough, I agree with that. But my thought process on Mike Green is we hold on to him for this year, all right? And then if we have to, we trade him at the trade deadline to move up because we don't have a first or a second overall pick this year, all right? So we could trade Green for a first overall, and it could be better than nothing, all right? Or now, if this works, I would like to If this works, I would like to do this instead. If we can afford Green to have for one more year after this year, if we can afford to keep him for another year, all right? And then in the third year, when his contract is up, we try the same thing that we're going to do to Paul Stastny. We try to sign him to like a $3.5-4 million contract because he's only 85 overall, all right? And then he will be worth it. I'd like to keep Mike Green. He's a part of this franchise. And then you could have your top 4, Johnson, Gardner, Green, and Morrissey, if you could get Green at like $4 million, all right? And then Carlson and Alzner could go away. All right, because I'd rather keep Green. I know these guys are younger, but Green is still only 28 years old. You can get another 6 years out of him easily, all right? So I want to hold on to him for right now, but come trade deadline, if we're not doing good, we'll trade him. At the draft deadline, if we can't afford him, we'll trade him. And next year, if we can't re-sign him for less than 4.5, we'll trade him, all right? So he is on the trading block, but I'm not just going to trade him right now. We're not doing that. Next, another thing that kept coming up. You guys kept on saying that don't worry, I'm going to get into the simulation soon. We're going to go straight to the trade deadline. No breaks. We're going to get there. Don't worry. What was I going to say? Yeah, come the playoffs, if we get into the playoffs, because our fourth line is pretty weak, we don't have any depth down there in the minors, we should sign some free agents here, all right? Because, again, playoffs, we're going to have injuries to deal with, and we're looking pretty weak when injuries if injuries are going to happen. So I'm not going to be able to sign any big-time forwards because we only have 1.3 mil. Like, I can't get Ryan Smith, can't get Dan Cleary. What I'm going to go for are players that are like 75 overall, like a handful of these guys, all right, that I can sign for two-way contracts, all right? So, like the Scott Howes guy. Why not? You know what? Let me just check out their stats. I want to make sure that they're got good discipline. Yeah, 82 for discipline. I'll grab this guy. All right, 1 year at 7.15. That's fine. Or 1.75. This guy, Caput, if he's, above 80 for discipline, and I will grab him. There you go. There's two forwards, Romano, 75, he'll take penalties. Mankari, he'll take penalties. Mass, we'll get him. There you go. All right, so we just got 3 forwards for the offseason. Perfect. Let's go to defensemen now. Let's get 3 defensemen. Godfrey, 70 for discipline. No, thank you. Bouillon, 80 for discipline. We'll grab him. There you go. I thought Bouillon was like a tough guy. Elna, I can't even pronounce that. Super sweet, 85 for discipline. Hell yeah, I'll grab him. There you go. Oh, this guy, no, he wants 2 years. I'll give you 1 year, buddy. 7.5, or I keep saying that, 0.75. And Jamie Benn's brother, he's only got 75 for discipline. No, thank you. Bartley, 75. Udes, 80. There you go. Ben Udes. 1 year. Yep, that's good. All right, so there you go, boys. Thank you for pointing that out to me. We've just got 3 forwards and 3 defensemen. No one special, but they're all in the, 75 overall range. So it'll be better than nothing if we get injuries come playoff time, all right? No doubt. So let's start the simulation again. December 1st, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, so, this guy's on our team. Good. And I'm not going to dress those guys. I'm not going to dress them and put them on the AHL team. They can just be sitting down there scratched just in case injuries do happen, because I've already edited my AHL lines. I don't want to go back and do it again. It takes way too long, because when I do best lines, all the players that I want dressed, they all end up being scratched, all right? So those guys are just there for injuries come playoffs. That's all I got them for. So we've done the scout to the OHL, so let's go back to the QMJHL. Yep, 6 weeks for the QMJHL forwards. There you go. All right, so let's just go all the way up to the All-Star break. I don't want to stop the All-Star break, though. I want to just run through the All-Star break because, well, if we start to lose games, I'll take a look at our stats and maybe shake it up a little bit, maybe shake up the lines. All right, but I want to get to the trade deadline, stop the video, stop the simulation, and get your opinions on what we should do with the trade deadline, because this is not just going to be your ordinary trade deadline. It may be, if we start to turn the season around, we have an amazing run to the trade deadline, but I agree. If we need to make a trade for a forward, Mike Green is the guy. If we need to make a trade just for a depth forward or a depth defense, something, I don't know. This is why I want to get your opinions on it. We can maybe trade a draft pick again this year. We already don't have a first overall pick or a first round pick and a second round pick this year, but we knew that was going to happen. We got Eriksson and Stastny out of that, so I'm not regretting that move. And look at this, we're 10 games above 500 now, 28-2. Very nice. It's pretty good, man. Keep it up, Holtby. Holtby's still in the net, right? Yeah, 21 wins. Yeah, I didn't take him out. Oh yeah, I was going to take him out because he lost the game, but no. If he loses 3, then we'll take him out. Don't worry about that. So December, come on. Now, okay, so we'll track this, I guess, because we're just doing simulation. Ovechkin, last year, what did Ovechkin have before the All-Star break? I think it was like 25 or 28. It was one of those goals or one in between those numbers. All right, so, and he ended up with 44 goals, 43 goals, something along those lines. So All-Star break is like a month away. Let's see what Ovechkin can get to. I want him to get to at least a 25, because if he gets to 25 before the All-Star break, he's pretty much guaranteed to get 40 goals, all right? I'd still love to see a season with Ovechkin getting a 50-goal year, but that'll take 2 or 3 hat tricks. He'll need to jump. He can still do it this year. If he gets 2 hat tricks and jumps to 23 in the next, before the All-Star break or in the next game or 2, hell yeah, it takes hat tricks to get a 50-goal season. I've seen it. I've seen it with players. Usually my side GM mode commentary, because I'll do a side. I actually haven't played it in a while. But every game that I always get, I always have a side GM. I set it up for 25 years, and I just, I sometimes play games. I'm only in year 4 right now. You see how much I play. I barely play it. But Kessel, man, freaking Kessel. I've seen Kessel get a 50-goal season before. He'll go from 30, 30, 33, and then all of a sudden 50. I'm like, what the hell? And then the next year it's back down to 30. I guarantee you it's because he just had a bunch of games where he got a hat trick. That's all. That is all. And look at this. This record is looking amazing. Ovechkin is not really scoring as many goals as I thought he would be. I mean, we're getting close to the All-Star break. He only has 22. He really needs to have a good few games. But look at that record on the other hand. 28, 11, and 3. We're way above 500. I mean, we're 13 games above 500. I want to be 10 games above 500. I feel comfortable when I'm 10 games above 500. 15 or 13? Hell yeah. Scouting assignment. All right, so we just done the forwards for all of the CHL leagues. Yeah, let's do Sweden. Look at this guy, 4.5 star maybe. Let's get him 6 weeks. There you go. We'll scout that guy. Yep. Okay, we only have, look at this, we only have 4 more games before the All-Star break, and Ovechkin's sitting on 23. So, let's get to at least 25, Ovechkin. Come on, you can get 2 goals in 4 games. And yeah, we got shut out. Look at that, that's 3 games in a row. Nope, stop. I know, I agree with you guys. You just press it once. I agree with that. I don't know why it matters if you push it multiple times, but whatever. Okay, so he's lost 3 in a row, first time of the season. We're going to take out Holtby. I don't care. He's doing great for us, but let's give him a little bit of a break. All right, we'll get Johnson in there against Philly, and then we'll put Holtby back in there, unless Johnson wins. If Johnson wins, we're going to stick with him until he loses a game. Let's see. Yeah, he lost the game right away. Don't worry about it. We're going right back to Holtby. Just give him that little bit of a break. All right, the guy's played every game since the beginning of the season, so we'll give him a little bit of a break. All right, last 2 games before the All-Star break. Ovechkin's sitting on 24 goals. Can he get to 25? Get to 25, Ovi. Come on, man. He got to 26. You see what I mean? A 2-goal game. You see how quickly he can jump? Imagine he gets another 2-goal game. He'll be up to 28. That's how you jump quickly. That's how you jump quickly. I think it's just coincidence when you see a 50-goal scorer. Look, oh my God, he went from 26 to 30. You see what I mean? Oh my God. I love it when I say something, and then all of a sudden, the example just pops up visually for you guys. All right? You see what I mean about 50-goal scorers? It just takes a few games where they get a lot of goals. We go from Ovechkin going into the All-Star break with 24 goals, all right? And then he plays 2 games, and he gets 2 goals against Pittsburgh and 4 goals against Winnipeg, and all of a sudden, he's a 30-goal score before the All-Star break. 24 to 30 in 2 games, all right? That's what I'm talking about. You just need your goal scorers to have like a few really good games, again, like 3 or 4 hat tricks, or 4 or 5 2-goal games, and you'll see your goals just fly up there. Holy shit, Ovechkin, a 4-goal game? Hell yeah. All right. So we're at the All-Star break. We got we're 12 minutes in. Yeah, the timing is good. Well, you know what? We'll quickly just check out the stats here. Why not? We'll quickly check out the stats, then we'll simulate all the way up to the trade deadline, and then we'll look at the stats again. I just want to get a quick peek at everything. We won't go in depth. We're not going to change the lines. I know already we're not going to change the lines, no matter what. All right, so sixth in the NHL for goals for per game. I thought that Ovechkin was kind of trailing off, but the last 2 games, he definitely turned it on. But that doesn't matter because we're still winning. I think our goals against is probably really good. Yeah, 5th in the NHL, and we're below 2.25, so we're actually turning into a goals against per game team. Hell yeah. All right, power play percentage, 20. It's not the greatest. You know what? 20 is good. Never mind. 20 is good. I'd like to be, above. You know what? 20 is good. If you're above 20, that's a good power play. I'm not going to complain. Power play is fine. All right. And penalty kill, 10th in the NHL. It could be a bit better, but it's hovering around 85. All right. It's 83.6. We're a percentage away from where I want to be. All right. All these teams will come back down to around 85, 84 anyway. So we're doing good. I'm liking the way our team is playing. Our home record 15-8-1, away record 15-6-2. So we're playing equal wherever we play. I like this. Player stats. Let's see how Ovechkin is doing. Let's see how that first line is doing. Let's see how that second line is doing. And you know what? I really want to see how Mike Green is doing. That's going to be a big player to take a look at right now. All right, so hang on. Ovechkin. So Ovechkin's already got 50 points in 47 games played. He's 30-20, which is great. All right, that's looking more like Ovechkin numbers right there. He's on pace. He's honestly on pace to be a 50-goal scorer right now. I know the last 2 games he got 6 goals, so it looks completely different. But if you're just looking at the stats for the way they are, he's on pace for a 50-goal season, or really close, like 48-49. All right. Backstrom, 42 points in 47 games. Not good. Not good. I know it's good, but for Backstrom, I mean, he's a 90 overall player with a 93 overall left winger. All right. And as a center, I'm expecting an 82-point season out of Backstrom. All right. Last year, I said that 70 and above was good for Backstrom, but that was when he was 85 overall. He's 90 overall now. All right. I'm expecting 82 points out of you, Backstrom. So pick it up a little bit. Ribeiro, 40 points in 47. I couldn't ask more from Ribeiro. Look at Paul Stastny, boys. You guys wanted me to trade him away. He's already got 33 points. He's on pace for maybe a 60-point season. Hell yeah, that's a great second liner. Louis Eriksson, only 27. He could be doing a lot better. Louis Eriksson could be doing a lot better. I'll state it. All right, he's only on pace for like maybe 50 points. But he could turn it around still, all right? The first line could still have a really good end to the season. So I'm not going to get on Eriksson just yet. Johansson, he could be doing a lot better. He's only on pace for like 30-something points. And then we have no depth goal scoring. We know about that. That's fine. All right, so it looks like our offense is actually, I'm not saying they're shit in the bed, but they're underachieving compared to our defensive aspects of the game, all right? Erik Johnson's got 22. Gardner's got 22. They're on pace for 40-point seasons. Mike Green's got 19. You see what I mean about Mike Green? 19. He's on the second line, and he's still competing with the first line guys, all right? I got to leave Mike Green on the team. For right now, anyways, the way our team is playing, our record, the way it's looking, we got to keep Mike Green, all right? I agree with you guys with the opinions that you had. They were good opinions, but I'm the kind of guy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, all right? We're winning games right now. I don't need to change anything. And goalies, look at Holtby. Yeah, this is the big surprise about the season right now. I thought Holtby would be our weakest link, basically. I thought our offense would be our strongest link. It's the other way around. Goals against average, it's almost below 2, which is amazing. It's below 2.25, which is all I'm asking for, all right? And save percentage has jumped up to 93. Hell yeah, 92 is the minimum for me. He's jumped up to 93. So you know what? We didn't check this last time. Let's just go through here. Save percentage and goals against. Are we up there? No, we're not. But save percentage, he's 8th now. He's cracked the top 8. Hell yeah, Holtby. Wins, yeah, Holtby's up there. Points, Ovechkin's up there with 50, so he's 5th in the NHL. Assists, we're not up there. Goals, look at that. Ovechkin, look at that. He went from 24 to 30, and now he's leading the league. 30 goals. Hell yeah. All right. And in the Eastern Conference, look at that. We sit in 4th. We're not even leading our division, but we're still in the top 4. All right. Carolina is leading our division. They're 2 points ahead of us. So that's why I don't want to trade away Mike Green right now. We have 63 points, and yeah, we are 6 points ahead of 9th place Buffalo Sabres. We don't need to change anything right now, all right? So we're 16 minutes in. Let's do a dead run to the trade deadline. We'll go, if I simulate that game, it'll go, let's just go up until the 2nd of March, all right? Now, Holtby, man, you're the man right now. I really want to run with you, but again, we're gonna keep you on the same thing. If you lose 3 games in a row, give Johnson just 1 game, give yourself a little bit of a break, but Holtby's the man right now. Holtby is the man. And look at Ovechkin. He got another goal in that first 2 games. Keep it up, Ovi. Keep it up. All right, Schultz for Murphy. No, thank you. I thought we were trading away my Schultz. No, they want to give us Nick Schultz. Nah, man, I don't need that. Decline that trade. We have enough defensemen. I don't need that. Oh, I could have 2 Schultzes on the second line or the third line, but no, thank you. I'd rather have Carlson back there. So keep it up, boys. Come on now. We can beat the Islanders. Okay, good. I don't want to jinx us, but for some reason I'm thinking to myself that no, we don't need that. For some reason, I'm thinking to myself that this is too good to be true right now. There's no way Holtby is this good. There's just no way that Holtby is this good. I thought our offense would be scoring more goals. It's the other way around. It's just weird, man. I set up this team to be a run and gun offense. We're like shut down defense, basically. Not defense, but shut down goalie. Beaupre for Jose Theodore. No, thank you. We already have our backup in Brent Johnson. And Holtby's the man right now. I don't need to send him any signals. Look at Ovechkin. Jumped up to 35 after that. What, did he have 4 goals that game or 3 goals? I can't remember how many he had before that. But you see what I mean? Ovechkin, he's scoring in bunches right now. He may go 2 or 3 games without a goal, but then he'll come back with a hat trick or something. Or friggin' 4 goals. Jesus. Keep it up. Keep it up. Going into February. Come on, boys. 34 and 21. Hell yeah, we're 13 games above 500. I had nothing to worry about. I'm not going to say we're a playoff team just yet. The only thing I'm worried about is our regulation losses. We're doing good, but imagine if there was 4 more overtime losses instead of regulation losses, you know? Imagine 35, 13, and 7. That'd be a lot better looking. I mean, we could... we have a lot of wins, though. That's the thing. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to jinx us. I'm not going to say it. Nope. I'm not going to say it. Unless it happens, I'm not going to say it. We're winning games. I mean, I guess any team could have that in the back of their head. You could lose 20 in a row. Yeah, any team could do that. But we're not losing games. Look at Ovechkin. He's already up to 38. Hell yeah. 40 goals before the trade deadline. He could be, oh my God. He could be on pace for a 50-goal season, boys. And look at Ribeiro. First on our team in assists. That guy was the most underrated player I've ever seen, man. He's on a line. He's not playing with Ovechkin. He's not ever playing with Ovechkin. He's on a line with Stastny and Johansson on the power play and 5-on-5. All right? Who's getting his freaking goals? Holy crap. Jesus, man. Ribeiro is arguably our most valuable player. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying. What? What are you talking about? It's Ovechkin. Really? Ovechkin's making 3 times as much as Ribeiro, and Ribeiro has more assists than him. All right, that's why. Because his freaking value is so low, but he's still getting you like a $6 million player points, basically. Scouting assignment, yeah. What did we just do? We did QMJHL, we did Scandinavia last, right? Yeah, we did. Russia we could do, yeah, we just did Elite Scandinavia. Simliga, ooh, look at that 4.5-star player in Germany. Let's do 1 month because there's only 5 players. There we go. All right, so 2 more games before we end this video. Ovechkin is already a 40-goal scorer this year, boys. Hell freaking yeah. That's what I like to see, Ovi. That's what I like to see. He could get 50 goals, but I'm not banking on it, right? Because he would have to have a really good end to the season. But still, he got his 40 goals, which is all I'm expecting out of Ovechkin every year. Minimum 40 goals, and he got it this year again. No, I'm not trading you, Schultz. All right, so we've just lost 2 in a row, 3 of 4, but that's okay. All right. We already have, what do we already have? We already have 85 points on the regular season. But you see what I mean about the regulation losses? I mean, they're up there. That's why we're not going to be sitting too high. Well, we're first in the NHL, never mind. I think that's only because we've played a lot more games. There's no way we're beating all those teams. There's no way. Because it's just too many regulation losses, all right? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 14... Holy shit. 18. There's 18 games left. So Ovechkin needs to get 10 goals in 18 games. But out of those 18 games, I mean, nah, we're in the playoffs. We would have to lose more than 10 regulation to not make the playoffs here. We're in the playoffs. All we really need is another 4 wins, and that's 93 points right there. And I'm not saying that'll make the playoffs, but, I mean, 3 wins. Jesus. I mean, 4 wins, sorry. 4 wins in 18 games. Yeah, we're in the playoffs, all right? So, and we can still win the Presidents. I mean, Minnesota's up there, but it's within reach, all right? So, trade deadline, what should we do? I'm going to say this right now to you guys. Green stays, all right? Well, yeah, we could trade Green for a better forward. Yeah, we could do all that, but look at that record. We're first in the East. What should we trade for, all right? I mean, again, if it ain't broke, don't freaking fix it. So, let's just check out all the team standings, and we'll wrap this up. Goals for per game, look at that, we've turned it around. Second in the NHL. I want to be above 3.25. That's the amazing stat, all right? But being above 3 is great, and we're just there. Toronto is first, all right? Goals against per game, we're 7th. All right, so it's pretty good. Again, it's more like what I thought it would be, better goals for than better goals against. Power play percentage, 3rd in the NHL, don't need to change that. And penalty kill percentage, look at that, it jumped up a little bit. So Holtby's pulling it together, man. Holtby is the man this year. Holtby is our goalie. That's the reason why we're playing this well. It's all Braden Holtby. All right, and last but not least, let's just take a look at our season stats. All right, for the players. So Ovechkin, look at that, 65 points in 64 games. He's really not getting a lot of assists, but that's okay. He's a goal scorer. That's fine, all right? He's got the 40 goals on the season. All right, so maybe 50. We'll see. Ribeiro, second on our team with 63 points. Hell yeah. You see what I mean about Ribeiro being more valuable than Ovechkin? 2 points less and $6 million less. That's why, all right? Backstrom, 53. That is not good enough for Backstrom. I'm sorry, Backstrom. You should be an 82-point guy, all right? Stastny, he's doing great. He's already gotten 50 points, basically. That's what he had last year. So Stastny was a steal now. Eriksson, you got to be doing better, all right? If Eriksson is already at 20 goals, then Ovechkin has, like, at least 5 more assists, all right? So Eriksson's got to be doing better. Johansson actually turned it around a little bit. He could get to 45, 50 points. He's not doing bad. Penner, not that good. We don't really have any depth scoring. We know about that. All these guys less than 30 points, so I'm not going to get too crazy about that. Defenseman, Gardner, 34. Johnson, 33. Carlson, look at that. Carlson overtook Green, 26, and Green only 24. All right. But still, I know you guys are suggesting me to trade Green. Can't do it. Can't do it. Our team is just too good right now. And it's all because of this guy, Braden Holtby. 2.20, so it did raise a little bit, but that's okay. And save percentage of 92.63. So you see what I mean? He was playing a little bit too good at the All-Star break. Came back down to earth a little bit, but still playing amazing, and we are poised for a playoff run. All right? So a much better increase in point totals and win totals than last year, which is always good, because if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Our young guns are getting better, but it is trade deadline time, so I will accept your opinions. But honestly, boys, what changes would you want to make to a team that is first in the East and 41 wins before the trade deadline? if it ain't broke, again, I'm going to say it again. I know I say it all the time, but I'm going to end it with this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, boys? So let me know, and I will see you in the next video.